Welcome guys to another video, and today we're reviewing the Survivor Series pay-per-view that happened yesterday. You can check that out on the network, or you could wait for the DVD at Walmart. But anyways, so let's start it off. So on the kickoff show, we had two things happen. So we had the title change. So the bunny here. So the bunny. So he won the championship from R-Truth. I had the R-Truth figure, but I didn't find him. So the gobbledygooker. I know this is meant to be the gobbledygooker. So he got it, and later in the night, so Akira Tozawa, so he set up bait, and then he fouled the gobbledygooker. It was like bird food, and then the gobbledygooker ate it, and then Akira Tozawa did a roll up, and then won the 24/7 champion. But then R-Truth came in and rolled Akira Tozawa up, and R-Truth is now 45-time 24/7 champion. I can't believe it. But anyways, our next man is and there was an 18-man interpersonal battle royale. So the Miz eliminated Dominic Mysterio. So this is the story. So Miz got rolled in quickly, and then Dominic kicked him out of the ring, and he thought because he went over top rope, but then he went in quickly and then went out again, and so the Miz was also still in this. So Chad Gable got eliminated, and then Dominic thought he won, which he did not, and instead of winning, he lost. So, and Miz stole the victory. But yeah, Miz needs to win to prove himself if he wants to be a first champion, because he was Mr. Money Bank and all that stuff. But our first match on the card, I was surprised that the men's Survivor Series match was kicking off things. So SmackDown team, which was Kevin Owens, King Corbin, Otis, and Seth Rollins. Here. So I would get all the team, but there was an interesting thing in there. So Seth Rollins at the start of the match said "Viva Par" or something like that in Irish. I don't know, something like that. And then Sheamus kicked him. So he sacrificed himself. I think he did that because he has to take time. I'm off work, taking care of his wife's Becky Lynch's baby here, because she's gonna have a baby in December. So probably see him back in December. And so no one got eliminated here from Team Raw. So Sheamus, Riddle, AJ Styles, and Keith Lee, and Braun Strowman all won. Okay, moving on for the next match. It was the Street Profits versus the New Day, and so the Street Profits. So the Street Profits won with a blockbuster. So Montez was selling his ribs after a frog smash, but then they eventually hit the blockbuster, and they were wearing interesting ring entrance attires and ring attire. So they were they're kind of like this guy they were kind of wearing, because they were advertising their thing in the game. So yeah, they advertised it and all that stuff. Moving on to our next thing. It was Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn, and so Bobby Lashley won. I predicted Bobby Lashley to win, so I was correct in the prediction match. Check it out. It's one of our latest videos on the channel. But anyways, Sami Zayn won, like, kind of in a squash match. I was kind of disappointed a little bit in the match. I thought I was a little bit. So this is how it kind of ended. So MVP, like, tripped Sami Zayn. So he tripped Sami Zayn, and then Zayn fell, and then put him in the ring without the referee seeing him. And Bobby Lashley then put on the Hurt Lock, and then won. And then I guess he passed out here. And then our next match was Sasha Banks versus Asuka. And so this is how it went. So Sasha and Asuka, so like Asuka had her number, and then Sasha came back like kind of playing possum, and then I think and then had a roll up, and then 1, 2, 3. Like Sasha needs a finisher, not like a submission, because that's why they're doing roll ups, is they don't want the other superstar to look weak. And then our next match was Lana, the women's match, and I was like, oh, it's kind of like a waste of time. It was even more than the men's, like 23 minutes here, according to Wikipedia. But and Lana, this is how it went. So Nia Jax and she said, stay in the corner. So she did. Lana stayed in the corner, not in the match. And then Lana won as the sole survivor when Nia Jax and Bianca Belair got double counted out here. So yeah. And then our final match was Drew McIntyre, and it was Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. So it was a great match. A spear for the announcer table. They hit their finishers a lot, and then it ended with Roman Reigns hitting like the referee. So when Drew McIntyre hit the Claymore to Roman, he fell on the referee. So a new referee came in. So he then hit the guillotine to Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre passed out, not tapped out here. And so I predicted correctly. I said Roman Reigns would win. Check out that video. It was recently on here. But our final thing was the Undertaker's farewell, and I was like very sad about the farewell. So I was like, So his friends came out here, and then the Undertaker came out here, and then it showed a great video package of the Undertaker. They actually even mentioned WWF 2 times in this show. One with the Undertaker farewell and one on the kickoff show. But I don't know how that's gonna go. So the Undertaker then had like an electrical like music and then had normal music, but it was very cool. And also they also advertised in 2K Battlegrounds, if you have that game, WWE 2K Battlegrounds, you can go on locker code and enter Undertaker, all caps Undertaker, and then 30, and then they'll unlock a special attire. I already did it. Make sure to get it. And so yeah, but after that, so he had the stairs rised him up, pretty cool. And then he said his final farewell. I thought, and I'm like, oh, and I was crying, very sad. And then the show ended, very emotional. But anyways, if you enjoyed that video, maybe like the video, maybe even subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.